Alright, so let's get right into it. There are fundamentally two different ways people approach making money in this world, and understanding this difference is the absolute first step to changing your financial future. Most of us are taught to play one specific game, the time for money game. You go to school, you get a good education, then you land a job where you trade your time for a paycheck. You work 40 hours a week and get paid for those 40 hours. To make more, you must work more hours, get a promotion, or find a better paying job. Your income is tied to the time you can physically work. There are only 24 hours in a day, a hard cap on earning potential. Now the second game, the one the wealthy have mastered, the asset game. Wealthy people acquire and own things that make money for them. These are assets. An asset puts money in your pocket, even when you're not working. First game, you're pushing the lawnmower to get paid. Second game, you own a fleet of robotic lawnmowers earning money while you're at home, watching a movie, or sleeping. Focus shifts from how much can I earn per hour to how many income-generating assets can I own. That distinction is everything. So, what exactly is this magical thing called an asset? Let's smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Break it down simply. An asset is anything you own that generates income or has the potential to increase in value over time. The key, it puts money into your pocket. This is the opposite of a liability, something that takes money out of your pocket. For example, a car you drive to work is usually a liability: gas, insurance, maintenance, depreciation. Let's use a super simple example. Imagine you buy a gumball machine for $100 and place it in a local barbershop. Every month you collect $10 after restocking. That gumball machine is now an asset, a little money-making machine that works for you 24/7. Buy 10 gumball machines and you're earning $100 a month with very little extra work. You've started a system that generates income independent of your time. A house can be an asset if rented out. Tenant rent can cover the mortgage, taxes, and insurance, leaving positive cash flow. Shares of a company are similar. You benefit from appreciation or dividends. Before you buy, ask, will this put money in my pocket or take money out? The wealthy obsess over that question and pour money into things that will grow and generate more money. Now we get to the really exciting part, passive income. Passive income, the holy grail of personal finance, is the direct result of owning assets. Passive income is money you earn with little to no ongoing active effort. It flows in while you're on vacation, spending time with family, or fast asleep. This isn't get-rich-quick nonsense. It's the logical outcome of building a system where your money works for you. Think of active income as carrying buckets of water from a well. To get more, you carry more buckets or run faster. If you stop, the water stops. Passive income is building a pipeline from the well to your village. Do the work once and the water flows continuously. That pipeline is your asset. The flowing water is passive income. The beauty, passive income scales in ways job income can't. You can own many assets. Rental houses paying you $300/month each, dividend-paying stocks, a YouTube channel earning ads from older videos. Each is a pipeline. Together they fill your financial reservoir without minute-to-minute involvement. This is how the rich get richer. If one pipeline leaks, say the market has a bad year, many others keep flowing. That resilience builds long-term wealth. When people get a raise or bonus, their first thought is usually a new car, a bigger house, a designer wardrobe, or an expensive vacation. This consumer mindset is a trap, lifestyle inflation that keeps people in the rat race. They earn more, expenses rise to meet it, and they end up the same financially, only with fancier stuff. The wealthy play a different shopping game. Their first thought is, what asset can I buy? Instead of a luxury car that will lose value, they might buy another rental property that pays monthly. Instead of a $5,000 watch, they buy $5,000 of an index fund that grows and pays dividends. Think of it like planting seeds. The average person eats the seeds today. The wealthy plant most of them and wait for a harvest. They delay gratification, use assets and passive income to pay for luxuries, preserving capital while enjoying life. They buy assets first and let those assets buy their lifestyle. Let's be very clear. There is nothing wrong with having a job. A job is the starting point, the tool to get capital to buy assets. But the trap is when the paycheck is both the beginning and the end of your plan. Relying solely on earned income is like building a skyscraper on sand, unstable. You're one bad event away from trouble, a layoff, an illness, a company bankruptcy, or technology making your job obsolete. You're dependent on your employer. No leverage. Wealth is built on leverage. Stocks leverage thousands of employees, rental properties leverage tenant rent to pay mortgages and build equity. Imagine two people earning $60,000. Person A spends raises and ends up with zero assets after 20 years. Person B invests 20% into index funds and rentals. After 20 years, they might also earn $90K, but have an asset portfolio generating passive income. It's not just income, it's what happens to that income. Start diverting a portion of your income, no matter how small, from consumption toward ownership. Build a strong foundation, and you get financial strength, independence, and freedom. When we talk about the assets the wealthy use to generate passive income, it almost always comes down to three core categories. I call this the wealth trinity: real estate, stocks, and businesses. Real estate: buy a house or building, rent it out. Rent can cover your mortgage, taxes, and expenses, leaving cash flow, equity as tenants pay down your loan, and property appreciation long-term. It's a triple win: cash flow, loan paydown, and appreciation. Stocks: you buy a piece of a company. You make money by appreciation or dividends. Companies like Amazon, Google, Tesla generate profits. You own a slice. Stocks are accessible. You can start with a few dollars or buy an index fund to own hundreds or thousands of companies at once. Businesses can be most lucrative but demanding initially. The goal? Build a system that operates without you. Laundromat, e-commerce with fulfillment, or software you build once and sell many times. You build the machine, hire others or automate it, and then collect profits as passive income. Become the owner, not the operator. Each pillar has pros and cons, but they all share one trait: income generation and appreciation independent of your daily labor. The phrase, "let your money work for you," gets thrown around a lot. But what does it actually mean? Think of every dollar you save and invest as a tiny employee. Your goal is to build a massive army of these dollar employees. Unlike human employees, they work 24 hours a day, never take vacations, never ask for a raise, never complain. When you put $100 into an S&P 500 index fund, you've hired $100 employees and sent them to work at the 500 largest companies. As companies generate profits, your dollar employees earn wages as appreciation and dividends. And here's the best part: you don't spend the wages, you reinvest them. Reinvesting compounds the army. Wages buy more dollars, and those new dollars go to work too. It becomes strategic capital allocation, not just earning and spending. Every dollar you don't spend, a coffee, a subscription, becomes another employee. It's recruitment, not deprivation. Build the army, and one day it will pay for your life. If your dollar employees are the army, the force that makes the army grow exponentially is compound interest. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Imagine you invest $10,000 earning 10% per year. Year 1, $11,000. Year 2, 10% on $11,000 gives $12,100. The money your money made starts making money. It's a snowball effect. Early growth seems slow, then accelerates dramatically as the base grows. That $10K at 10% yearly becomes $108K in 25 years and $450K in 40 years. Most growth is earnings on earnings. Starting early is huge. A person in their 20s has far more time for compounding than someone starting in their 40s, even if the older person invests more. The wealthy reinvest dividends, use rental cash flow to buy more properties, and pour business profits back into growth. They don't interrupt compounding. Time is the secret ingredient. Be patient. Compounding is a long game that creates massive wealth. All right, this sounds great, but how do you actually start? It can feel overwhelming, but the most important thing is to take the first step, no matter how small. You don't need an apartment building tomorrow. Step 1, spend less than you earn. Track your spending, create a budget, and create a gap to invest. Once you have a little capital, the easiest place to start is a low-cost broad market index fund like an S&P 500 or total market fund. You can start with $50, $100 monthly. Set up automatic transfers every month. Dollar cost averaging builds your position without timing the market. As knowledge and capital grow, climb the asset ladder. Learn about REITs or real estate, explore business ideas, and reinvest returns. You don't have to buy property right away. Consider a REIT to get exposure to real estate dividends without landlord chores. Read books, watch reliable videos, smash the like button if this helped, but most importantly, start today. Automate savings, pay yourself first, be consistent and patient. you're planting seeds for a future funded by your financial army.